All right. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Rock with you here late on a Saturday. Want to get the episode up, keep the good time rolling. So let's go ahead and make this short but sweet. My man Zach Wilson only out 2 to 4 weeks with a bone bruise. Thought it was an ACL injury. So good for him. He's a young quarterback. Um, was the number 2 pick, I believe. So good for him. Him missing the season, that would have been tough. He needs reps. They need to see what they have. No, you would think they would have this nightmare scenario where they would have, a top pick in next year's draft, have Wilson, who they really haven't seen, and then have the opportunity to draft another quarterback. Now it's just been brutal, because this is a team that still needs holes to fit. It still has holes to fill. So, I'm happy for him that he's not hurt seriously, and that he looks like he's probably going to be back to start the season. So, good for him. Good for the team. Um, that started a whole debate of whether guys should play in training preseason games or not. The Browns starting center Nick Harris, tore his ACL, so he's out for the season on the first series of the game. So we'll see what happens. Lamar Jackson sets week 1 deadline for new contract. Looks like it's probably going to get done. It looks like it's going to get done. I don't see him holding out. I think he's been patient. He hasn't been messy about it. So I think they're just going to take care of him. But I've always, preached that he should show a little bit more restraint and maybe show a little bit more aggression when it comes to demanding him get inside. But that's not the way he wanted to play it. So um, we'll see what ends up happening. I'm sure with the coach talking, saying that he thinks it's going to get done, I'm sure he's probably heard that this is going to get taken care of. Don't trip. So we talked a lot of stuff about Deshaun Watson off the field, but on the field, he didn't look that good yesterday. And I've mentioned this Shanahan Stefanski offense that requires a lot of boot actions, a lot of movement out of the pocket, a lot of rolls, throwing out of play action. Most quarterbacks are not used to that and are not comfortable with that. Uh, Deshaun Watson, the throws that I saw he missed that were off the boot, and you could see he didn't set his feet. And it just takes time getting used to playing so much play action, so much boot action. So I wouldn't be surprised even when he does come back, he struggles. I wouldn't be surprised again if Shanahan, Acolyte, McDaniels in Miami, Tua struggles under him. So that system, it sounds like it should be piece of cake. He's getting you open throws, but if you're not used to playing that way, don't turning your back to the defense as much, throwing off the move, setting your feet. That throw that Deshaun Watson missed, he's booting out to his left. So he's booting out left and then having to throw with his left, his shoulder not completely square, his feet not feeling right. So it takes time to learn. And I wouldn't be surprised if he struggles whenever he does come back. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tua struggles as well. Um, just a bunch of preseason games. My boy Pickens, George Pickens, I thought he was the best receiver in the draft. I don't really do too much scouting in the draft, but he fell because of, uh, I guess, character concerns, and he looked tremendous today. I didn't understand it, how he could fall, unless he was challenging coaches to fights heads up. Then I don't see how he should drop that far, with especially with all the stuff that we've seen in this league. But it is what it is. NFLPA upset over the conditions at Soldier Field. It looked bad. It looked stepped on. It looked bad. Um, you know, the NFL makes too much money to have conditions like this where people are complaining, coaches are complaining. Um, so the number one thing is player safety, player health. too many of these games are decided on who the healthy team is or not. So we'll see. Now I skipped over this, but it seems like the training camp hiatus that Tom Brady had is not related to the health of his mother. It's just something that he just wanted to do. I don't know if it was coordinated with the Bucks, but he wanted to retire and he wanted to play for the Dolphins. There was a whole scheme that got thwarted when Brian Flores sent his lawsuit. So I say that to say, is he really enthusiastic about playing for the Bucks? These seasons are a grind. Doesn't have his guy Gronk, first year head coach, and a new head coach in Todd Bowles. He has previous coaching experience, but these seasons are a grind. If you're halfway in, you're halfway out. That's tough, even for Tom Brady. Everybody has their breaking point, even Tom Brady. So, maybe it's just a monotony of, why do I need to be here? This is the stupid part of the thing where we're playing preseason games that I'm never going to play in. I've seen every defense. So what's the point of me even being here? Let the young players play, let the backups play, and I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Is that the worst thing in the world? I don't know. So that's something to keep your eye on, because a lot of people have been hinting at this, that, hey, I'm not sure what's going on over there with him. So we'll see. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. Sorry for the late episode. Try to be on time tomorrow, get some more stuff out tomorrow, man. It's been a grind editing, but try to get it out. So thank you. Appreciate it. Games again. All right. Thank you for watching this clip. Do me a favor. Push the button. Hit subscribe. Come on, man. Push it.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. You heard what she said.
Man, do what's right. You heard her. Push the button. The game is a game.
So what's up, man? What's up with you otherwise, The game is a game. Always.